Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. It's Anna, the crazy geek crafter. And today's dice plural is a squirrel and a stump, and it has leaves. I'm thinking this is supposed to be for spring or summer or something. I don't know if it's supposed to go that way or that way, but I had an idea when I saw it, and it will include a Christmas tree, some ornaments maybe, and a window. And I did have quite the time finding this. Gotten lost in all the other things. But let's start by cutting out these two dies and sticking them to the paper. And since today, or rather, since I'll not be able to do much tomorrow, I figured I could plan a more elaborate card today. And I'm going to need some sugar to get through this. Uh-oh. That was a very foamy one. Let's put this away. Now I got the little sugar drops all over. Okay. Let's cut these out. Tape. Yeah, I was going to clean up before I went live, but there's an expression that the ways of nature, to the ways of nature we bend, I would translate it to. And yeah, nature was calling me quite up till this moment. So hopefully it won't be calling while I'm here. That would be awkward, having to leave in the middle of everything, but I think it will do. Okay. That is one thing we haven't found out how to change. Tweezers. I'm thinking the stump first. It's a very nice stump. But maybe also here on the leaves. Okay. Here. And this one. I haven't seen any videos of this one because I've been pretty busy today. I went to see Zootopia 2. Great movie. I liked it. And especially considering the number 2 curse. It was quite nice. A card base. We're going back to, I think, maybe we could do a landscape. The idea I have. Let's first fill this. Let's get the dice out and see. So I was thinking, I can open this to do the tree. The window and the squirrel. Looking in. but I was uncertain whether I'd have to modify this. Cut it like this and then trim up here to make a branch so that it could actually hang from the tree looking in. But it is looking our way, so I think maybe it's easier to do it this way. And then I could use this here at the bottom. Squirrel looking in to the house. I think that's what I'll do. I'll need Kraft. Maybe also for the squirrel, it'll need some shading of green. Something for the window, something for inside the window. My cardstocks. Mix of greens, and then I have a very particular green from a project from 5 years ago. Just stumbled across it and saw it was 5 years old. It's not wide enough. Of course, we don't need that much height. Could just do it that way. Okay, so that one I'm in need of the bigger machine. This can go in there. So can the window. Can do that in Kraft as well. So these 3 parts will be going Kraft, and this is going here. I like this side the best. Okay. Going to have to move this out of the way. And my trash cans. Blocks. And then pull this closer. It has some texture, so I was just wondering which way to turn. I think this way is fine. It has to go this way. So let's just do it like so. I prefer to cut off the excess because these lines will get squished into the cardstock when I run it through. Right. Let's just keep those two together. I line it up to the back. Mm-hmm. And I can put this away. Careful with the power cord there. Close it, turn it off, and move it away. Trash back. What was that? Yeah. Ooh. has to go all the way up here. But, we'll figure it out, I guess. We'll have to cut the other parts. Really like this orange tape. According to the production, it's made for windows, and I have less mishaps with it compared to the blue one. I like the blue one for keeping things where I like them, but when it comes to going through the die cut machine, it often ruins my paper. It does need. Ooh, yeah, I'll find that some other day. Probably not today. Of course, there it is. Find out some other day. Yeah. Go. And actually, when pines get really big, the lower part of the trunk is actually quite bare of leaves and things, so it's not unnatural, I'd say, for it to be that high up. But I do have to worry about where the house ends. Maybe I can make really deep snowbanks. That might do it. Okay. And fox. Yeah, I've seen too much animated movie today. No bunnies, no foxes, just squirrels today. But yeah, the curse of the second movie is not hitting Zootropolis 2, in my opinion. And I will not spoil anything, don't worry. But I liked it a lot. It built on the world they had created in the first movie, and I like that. Okay. This might need some foam, and this will need something on the inside. Let's see. Needs to be 5 centimeters by 6. 5 by 6 centimeters for the inside. Could do some pattern paper, but it would be far away from the window. So, that's a hard one. Let's just start by cutting a piece that fits. And then this should be wide enough, it's at least long enough. So let's get the way cut. Is it 6 centimeters? Okay, 6 centimeters. And cut these off. And then find 5. 2 extra millimeters there. And this was also Gummiapan white paper. That's the white papers. I know which brands they are because it matters when you want to color and things. You're gonna need a piece of acetate. Yeah, realism is real here. I like it when things look true. So, I can just cut that the same, I guess. 6 by 5 and a bit. Back, because there's one thing acetate does, it's disappear. And then 5. And this in 6. That away. Getting this on the list. Just gluing in the glass piece to the window. Which is here. Oh goodness. I lost it already. Corner there. Come on. And then something on the inside. I could do curtains. That would take up some of the window space. Just getting the worst of this glue off my hand. It's not a particularly nice way to get the glue off, in the sense that I don't like the feeling and peeling it off, but it's nice in the sense that it works. And it's always here. So, and I don't put it down on anything afterwards, because when I use my fingers I get it everywhere. I never use a piece of paper, something lands on it, so this is better. Yeah. Then I guess we can look in the box, because we did use this earlier. So maybe it has a good pattern for the window. This one is very small. That should do. The pattern is small. Yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah. That will make it easier to get out. Forgotten about that. Okay. Should be making a windowsill as well. But let's see. Let's see how tired I get. How fast I get tired. I need these to be turned the same way. I think I want it this way. Oh, they can just fit here. Let's do it this way, so they line up. And got this part. I apologize if you can hear that. I can. That's the dishwasher. But it needs to get done. And better the dishwasher than me hand washing things. Okay. Just the tip of the edge here. Got a glue booger come out. Okay, let's try it there. And tweezers. And we can put it here. Because I don't want the glue to show on the outside, which it does. Too bad. Can't really do anything about that now. Not bad. Not bad at all. I do have, because this is kind of plain, I do have, I think I have a stencil with breaks. I could do this one. Yeah, it's one of those unknown brands, but it is a nice size. Let's see. Really need to make my own. And brick pattern is not the worst thing to design. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Put that away. This over here, that there. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning, but I have had table smaller than this, and it was a lot worse. Very much. I would have things on the floor around me, and that at least is not as bad anymore. Okay. So as long as we keep the tree here, we can hide the seam. So color. Any suggestions on the color of bricks? Oh, not that one. And this one. Anything? I know the people on replay can't really play, but what would you pick? I hate peeling this piece off. But it's the best way to keep it somewhat clean in a house with dogs. And a lot of dog hair. Alright. Like so, and then this. I'll cover up the bottom with snow. So, oh, that's crooked. At least at the bottom looks crooked. But up here it looks pretty straight. I'll hide the bottom, so as long as it's straight on top. Color, red or gray, red or gray. Let's do red. Red. And a brush. Let's keep that there. And afterwards I will go in with the gray without the stencil on to color the grout a bit and darken the bricks. Doesn't have to be as good down here because, like I said, I'll cover that with a snowbank. Just in case something peeks out. Could also have done yellow bricks actually, but red and gray also are always the first colors to pop to my mind. Yeah, I'm always afraid of ruining my stencils, getting them off this mat, so I like to give it a bit of help. Just wiggling. So. Some of my stencils are pretty thin, even the brand ones. Sometimes I have one stencil doing this. So. As such. And again, the tree will cover it. Mostly lined up. And since the tree is thinnest at the top, that's where you'll see most of the wall. Okay. It's a good thing you can see where you're at. Clean the stencil off before I put it away. Put this away. Gray color. Hickory smoke. Oh, this brush has never been used. Nice. First gray. One to go on here. Maybe it needs a re-ink. I don't think it colors as much as I would like. It seems to more take the red color and move that around. That wasn't the purpose of this, but it was unopened. So maybe just... Oh, it's thirsty. Look at that. That makes sense. I do try to keep a list of things I have to remember, like when I have to buy re-inkers and things. So, let's just let that seep in for a sec. And then try again. I think that helped a bit. The card base is not technically ink blending friendly, so but I'm hoping this will disappear, the marks. Let's move it down here, we get the other corner, and up the side here. With the window. Ah, that's a nice one. Let's just give this another go and put it away. Like so. All right. Put it away. Put that away. This, let it dry, and I need to clean both these off. I do keep a dish towel for the craft room. I can't remember if this one prefers, oh, it prefers the dishcloth. Not everything likes the microfiber cloth, I find. So that should be dry now. Let's put this one on. Okay, and where did I put your carrier? Here. Have a half wall over here where I can throw all my cloths to dry so they don't lie on the table bundled up and get nasty. Okay, put the water away. And I still haven't figured out what's going on the window. To put in the window. Dip hold the ornaments. I was thinking the first idea was to put the tree and the ornaments inside, because the squirrel would be a bit confused by why a human being would take down a tree and put it inside the house, I guess. But yeah. Do have a smaller tree, same brand. I think it's the same brand at least. Not that one. This one. Let's take it out for a sec. You may wonder, this is pink and the other one is grey. Marianne Design, a Netherlandic, I think it's brown company makes the dyes, and she has a pink, a light blue, and a gray series. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. So maybe it's looking in at the tree and wondering what it's doing in there. I think that might be the answer. Let's find a small scrap if I can. Oh, this will do. This is gonna be a long life. I did anticipate it, and I did kind of want to do something extra because I'll be missing out tomorrow. Not that I'm complaining. I'm going to a concert with my husband, with one of his very favorite artists. I believe she's from New Zealand. Many people think she's from Australia, apparently. So, but her, what's it called? Artist name is Lorde. I do hear her music through my husband, so, and some of it is quite nice. I haven't heard her new album, and there should be a lot of songs from that one, so I don't know about those. Those I don't know yet. Is this star too big? Yeah, it seems to draw off the twig. Could put it all the way down here, but no, not this. And the ornament's also a bit big. I think I'm gonna need the whole bunch because I don't want to put too much dimension inside the window. Then it'll need foam tape and then more foam tape for the tree to be on top. That'll make quite a thick card. But let's see. I think actually this size would be good. Let's try a red one. Something to get it out. Yeah, that would work. Maybe some white ones. The other way. This is taking a bit of time, but as I said the other day, I know that if I do a lot of these and try to get them out, they will not be pretty when they are, or they'll probably get stuck in here, and I'll ruin most of them trying to get them out. So one at a time. Interesting. Cuts the red really nicely, but the white one gets these little tails. I don't know if you can see that, and I can't really lift them up, I think. But it just needs a bit of cleaning. That one too. Ah, the red one does have some. As well. There we go. There we go. Let's just do 5 and see. Need to spread them around a bit, but yeah, I think that'll do. Then I just need to find a star. I think maybe I have one over here. That is small enough. Nope. I already put that in the right box. My box of sequins and other shaker things. Is this one too small, maybe? Maybe not. Let's get one out and see if I can catch one. Ooh. That piece right there is not wanting to come up. Oh, there it is. Not welcome. I caught one. Maybe a bit on the small side. Let's see. These are definitely too big. Maybe not those. Might do. It's just that sequins are harder to glue to the card. Clay pieces are so much easier. Cheese, sprinkles, strawberries, sushis. And these are holes for them. That's even smaller. Orange and pink stars. I don't think that's the vibe. Round sequins. And some Halloween ones. Specialties. Some stars here. I think it's the same size as that one. 2-finger yellow one would be best. Gold if you prefer. That one maybe. Don't run away. Try to keep some kind of system in here, but it's not easy. And since I started collecting sequins before I was crafting or even on YouTube, a lot of them don't have names on them. And also confetti often comes from non-specific companies. And for instance, most of the stars I have are from New Year's sales. So let's see. Just the background is very white. Let's put the stars in here for now. And the tree. And the ornaments. Is this better? bit too dark. I think that's the lightest I have. Yeah, it is. Take a look. That's too busy, right? Yeah, way too busy. This one too. Too big, too busy. Not really wallpaper colors, in my opinion. I think maybe the red is the best choice. Let's see. It does fit. So that's a good start. Cut. And we have not even gotten to these yet. Stop the gluey fingers. Good. Then the tree. Let's decide on a star. That is a nice size. I think the smallest star makes the tree look bigger. Is that just me? I think it does. Okay, we're trying this one. And I'm saying trying because, like I just mentioned, confetti is notoriously annoying. When it comes to being glued. That's a lot of squeeze out. Oh goodness. Can you stay in place as well? It's a lot of things to ask. I know. There. It is attached. Hopefully. Yes, yes. And then let's do a few more, even though it's a bit time consuming and annoying. I'm sorry if I have to mute in a minute. I think I need to blow my nose. And you don't want to hear that, I assure you. It's running off on me. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. This one could go. Ooh, yeah. This one should go here. Right? I think these two need to switch. Need something in here. Let's go white because the background now is red. Okay. Another red one. Let's try it here. And you stop spitting. These. Yeah, I'm a bit quiet right now, I'm sorry. Yes. I'm trying to keep them as close to the position I picked as possible. Oh. Then we need this one. Last one. All right. block. It's gonna be a long list of things I've used today, but yeah, as long as the card is nice and I enjoy myself. I am enjoying myself. Just in a tiny bit of pain. For my standard, that it's... Oh, did I just lose a die? Yep, I did. Great. That'll be fun. There, I found it. There we go. Careful. Really carefully. Put this away. Okay. The outside. I need the branches to hang over so we can look inside the tree. So, I don't want to see this. There. And I need this cup to be above. Such. And squirrely, come here, please. As such, I think. I will need to color him in some way so he doesn't fall in with the frame of the window. But I'll need that there. This off. It's kind of a spring thing and not for this kind of tree. Should also glue it in here. As far down as possible. Oh, careful with the squirrel. This I can put away. Cut this. And I'm gonna use these lines here to line up the tree. See how far down I can get here. This will be it. That's the maximum height of it. Okay. And then we need a snowbank. We need some stuff. Oh, that'll do. That will do. Nicely. For one. Maybe I should do a second. I think so. Okay. Here should be long enough. It is. So that there's one behind that is taller and one in front that is shorter. I need the high point. I can actually be over here, it's okay. It's the other one where I need the high point to be with it. And the house. Let's start by gluing this one on. Need this to dry a bit. Just remove the excess glue here, otherwise they get on the scissors. I'm just gonna glue it on temporarily so I can cut it. I'm gonna need some foam to puff this part up. Glue on the inside of the card. Come on. Green for temporary. Good. Let's color this fox, which is still not a fox but a squirrel. Oh god. Oh goodness. Goodness me. Oh, by the deity. Alright. Maybe I should just use some warm grays to shade it. And then a white gel pen for the eye and a black pen for the nose. Yeah, I think that'll do. Warm grays. Just need to move my screen here. Let's do. See if this will do. I got the warm gray one. I do have the half. That is my look, but I think maybe with the grays, I can often get away with skipping one. Oh, he's gonna be hanging next, so that one would make sense that the light is coming out the window of him. I need to wait a second to see how dark that got, because when it's still wet it looks darker. I think that will do. And then the white. I have those here. There you go on the list. And that one. If I can get life into this. Haven't used it in a while. Let's see. I don't think that's gonna do. This may have to go its own way at some point. Let's see. Yeah. This should do. And I picked a very small pen on purpose. All I wanted to do. That. Look at that. Oh, I hope it's focusing, otherwise you get it. And this thing is so cute. And this was just a water resistant pen. These will go on the list. This can go away now. Foamy tape. I think we start with this. Do have Tim Holtz scissors, but don't I always think they work better? Today they did. Okay, let's see if that got it clear of the window. Oh, it's almost level with the window now. So one more set. Of course, I need some support out here as well, but just starting with getting a feel for how much I need. Then I have a trick for it. When I know how many layers needs to be on here. This is why I prefer to just cut a piece. The roll is combative, to say the least. Come back here. Okay. Now I can take a piece of backing paper. I have hundreds and hundreds of these. And then there. Another one. All right. So now I have the same as here. Just need to cut off this here. These pieces are not the best, so let's skip those. All right, so I need this much over here. A bit too much. Now it's probably better to just put it this way. And this is the inside side, so this is the one that needs the most support. I may cut off some of the branches over here. And this is the branch the squirrel will be hanging off. Maybe I should put him on so he can get some tape. It was like so. Back legs on one branch, front paw on the other. Looks like he will mainly need glue on his tail. Everything gets a bit. Just smear that around. The thing about the tail was wrong, but okay. The tail gets glue and tape, I guess. These papers are from double-sided tape. And I keep them whenever I do big projects. Sometimes I take wrapping paper and make pattern paper out of it, for instance. That will give me a whole lot of these, the white ones, to play with. Okay. He's so tiny. I say he, I have no idea what sex this thing is. This piece to go here. Now I'll just keep this. I'll probably need it at some point. I usually do. Put the foam tape away. And I use so much foam tape so often that this is not on the regular list. It's on my basic tools list. In the description, I have this list of things like scissors, guillotine, trimmer, pencil, standard adhesive. Oh, that goes in here. That's for foam tape, especially. Of course, now you don't want to fit in my drawer. Of course. So, I have underneath the special supplies I use, I have this list of things that I grab so often I don't want to list them every time and keep track of which ones I used. I also actually have a video. It's pretty old now, but there is a video. Oop. Careful where you put your fingers. I think I'll keep the big one for last. This is a bit tedious, to be fair, but the result will be better for it. I shouldn't have put the tape away. I need to put tape on the bank down here, and it'll need at least 3 layers to keep the tree. I'll probably just do the 3. I'll get back out in a minute. Oh, I forgot the tiniest one. Really work for it. There we go. And then to make sure I can position everything, just gonna put some glue on these. Seen someone use a glue stick. I haven't tried that one yet. Just use liquid glue. This just gives you a minute or second to move it around before. When you press it down, then the rest of the adhesive will reach the paper and catch. So let's see, we need the squirrel over here. Still need to see the tree inside. I think there, that'll do. Okay, and I need to cut off just a few of these. I have no idea where they went. All right, the snowbank. Getting this back out. I want it this way. Okay. So like that. some glue on here. Don't need much. And we're getting close to it. I still think I'm gonna need some stickles on this, but we're getting very, very close. Oh, and put glue on these so they don't catch too badly, too fast. You see, I can still move this a bit because it's sliding around in the glue. There we go. Just put this one away for now. Oh, I found some of the cut-offs. Or one of them. This can go... This can, but not the same place. This way. One thing about this pair of scissors, careful when you close them. I have snipped myself right here. It hurt. Okay. Stickles. Should maybe have done some snow on the trees. Maybe I can do a bit of glitter. It has been upside down. I do have an extra if I run out. Sorry about the silence. I need to concentrate. Don't have the most steady hand. So, yeah, the tree would do with some pieces of snow. Too late. Too late. I think this will do for now. I also have some cleanup to do and a whole long list of things that I use for this project. But yeah, my squirrel, my curious squirrel, is checking out the Christmas tree. And where did Leonard go? He probably got buried. Well, I'll have to find him for the picture. I'll keep this for now, even though it seems to not be working. One day I'll do an intense try, I think, to see if I can get him. Oh, and these need to go back where they come from. Alright, yeah, I better turn off now. It's been 1.5 hours and I'm a bit tired. I hope you enjoyed this, that you'll be back. That'll be Tuesday. I'll do a very short one tomorrow where I open up the package, and that's about it. Maybe a few drawings or something about what could be done, but I won't be crafting tomorrow. So see you on tomorrow shortly, or Tuesday for another live with crafting with the Gummiapan Christmas Advent Calendar. Until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night. På gensyn.